Hi everyone and welcome back. So you just got your Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. These are the settings that you should consider changing first. Some of these settings are really basic, but it can help those people who are trying to use a Galaxy phone for the first time. Okay, starting off with the display. By default, Galaxy S23 Ultra comes with a full HD 120Hz display out of the box. You can enable 1440p display for more sharpness and clarity. For this, go into settings, tap on display, scroll down and choose screen resolution. Now enable quad HD display. In the same way, Samsung has enabled navigation bar at the bottom by default. But this phone supports gesture-based navigation system that you can turn on by going into navigation bar present in display and turn on swipe gestures. This increases a bit more space on your screen and these gestures are working really well too, so try it out. The next setting is related to recent apps. If you have enabled gestures, you can switch between recent apps like this or this. But there's even better way to switch between apps and close them. For this you have to download a one-hand operation from Google Play Store, which is an official app from Samsung. You don't need good lock module for this app. After installing this app, open it and now enable one-hand operation. Here you can adjust left or right side for multiple gestures, opening apps and more. I have added task switcher to the right side. And in this way I can close or switch between apps easily. This is a really handy setting that is not enabled by default, so try it out. If you use any accessory with your phone like Galaxy Watch and earbuds, you should try out this widget that shows battery life of your connected devices in real time. Just long press on your home screen and tap on widgets. Here choose battery and add battery widget. There are two styles for them. So this is how you can keep an eye on battery life of your connected devices. Talking about lock screen, you can add your favorite apps to the left and right side for quick access. For example, I have added here flashlight by removing call option, and you can do that by long pressing on lock screen and now tap here. In this way you can add your favorite apps to this section of lock screen. Further, you can also change fonts and clock style according to your personal preference. If you shoot a lot of raw images and you don't need a separate camera app for that, you can enable raw option by going into camera settings, scroll down and choose advanced picture options. Here you can choose JPEG or RAW and even both. Plus, if you want to save some storage, you can enable high efficiency file format, which is present here. Now going back, turn on save selfies as previewed. By default, it is turned off. Next, if you shoot a lot of videos, every time you close and open camera app, it switches to the default photo mode. You can change it by going into settings to keep present here. Now turn on camera mode. Similarly, you can enable or disable further settings mentioned here. Now if I close and open camera app again, it will open in video mode instead of the regular photo mode. So that's handy for those people who shoot a lot of videos. The next setting is related to display, as this phone has a huge display and for some people it's not easy to use it with one hand. But you can enable one-handed mode by going into settings, scroll down and tap on advanced features. Now turn on one-handed mode. So you can see that with a simple gesture you can enable one-handed mode. And you can also adjust the size of screen that you want to use in this mode. Next, you can change few settings with screenshots and screen recorders. First of all, you can change the file format of screenshots like JPEGs or PNGs. Then you can change where they are stored. By default, they are stored into screenshot folder of DCIM, but you can choose any folder like documents. Further, you can also turn on delete after sharing from toolbar. This deletes a screenshot from your gallery once you have shared it to any messenger or social media app. Similarly, you can change the location of folder where screen recordings are saved. Moving on to the next setting, and it is related to the side key that you can customize. By default, when you long press it, Bixby opens up. You can change it to power off menu. For that, go into settings, Choose Advanced Features and tap on Side key. Under Press and Hold, you can choose Select Power Off menu. And you can also change what happens when you double press that side key. By default, it is selected to open camera app, and I'm okay with that. If you like to do a lot of multitasking on your Galaxy S23 Ultra, you should try out this setting. Open those apps that you like to use in multi-window. You can do that by holding any app like this, and now long press here. It will be opened up in multi-window. Now you can add another app from this list. For example, if I choose this app, now both of them are opened up like this. You can save them for quick access. For that, tap here and press on the star. Now it says add pair to home screen or apps edge panel. I'll choose the second one, and now you can see that this pair has been added to my apps edge panel for quick access. And you can also make multiple pairs like this, so try it out. Next, if you want better cooling and battery life from your Galaxy phone, in addition to this battery saver mode, you can turn on another setting that is available on One UI 5.1. For that, go to Settings and search for Profile. Choose the option under Battery and Device Care. Tap on Performance Profile and choose Light. This will prioritize battery life and cooling. Further, you can go back and turn on Battery Protection. This will charge your phone to just 85% instead of 100%. And if you're planning to keep your phone for a longer time, this mode will definitely increase your phone's battery lifespan. Samsung has added a cool way to diagnose any problem or issue that occurs with your phone. You can check it out by going into Settings, then Battery and Device Care. Now choose Diagnostics. Out of 25 different aspects, you can check if there is any issue with your Galaxy phone or not. Further, you can also install Diagnostic app on your Galaxy Watch to see if there is any problem and how to fix it. If your Galaxy phone is having any issue and you're thinking to get it repaired, you can turn on Maintenance mode. This helps to block access to your personal data and information. So turn it on whenever you're sending your phone for repair. Next, you can add few more S Pen quick access apps which are not present by default. For this, go to Settings, scroll down and choose Advanced Features. Now tap on S Pen. Here under Air Command, you can add few more shortcuts like Coloring, Pen Up, which is a Samsung drawing app, and also Magnify that works really well with S Pen. So try them out. In the end, you can download Expert RAW, which is a dedicated camera app for pro photographers. It also has a dedicated mode for astrophotography that can help you to capture Galaxy using a Galaxy. So these were some settings that you should consider changing first as soon as you get your Galaxy S23 Ultra. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, bye bye.